So I'll give the, now that we're working wet and wet, we'll keep the paint wet. What I'm going to do now is I've added a little bit of titanium white to that colour I was using, and we'll just add in some fairly soft highlights. So this is the first stage of the highlight process. I will pick out even lighter areas in just a little moment. But you can see that by bringing in the highlight colour, I hope it's showing up on camera. It's quite difficult, filming sometimes when you're painting dark animals. So hopefully this is going to show up okay. But one of the top tips I would say, if you are painting something which is very dark, whether it's a fabric or an animal, whatever it is, you don't want to make your highlights too light. Initially, certainly you want to keep them very subdued, and then you can always lighten them, gradually. Which is what I'm planning to do here. Let's try that now. A little bit more water, a little bit more white on the brush, and now just want to pick out the lightest areas, but as I do this I don't want to go too crazy. In other words, I don't want things to be overly bright. There is a brighter area here though around the nostril. So at this stage we can start to indicate some of the smaller features. Now the bull is starting to come together. What I need to do now is add a few very bright highlights, a few very dark darks, and a few details. But before I do that, I'm going to put in a background here. So this is some cadmium yellow deep. And again, this is a colour I don't normally use. This is just straight out of the tube. I haven't added any other paints to the mixture. And It's really a lovely colour actually. It's almost luminescent. So what I'm doing is I'm just working my way around the outline, and as I do that I'm refining and making little corrections to my drawing. So if there's, in other words, if there's a lumpy bit, I'm removing the lump with the yellow. So I'm going to do that all the way around the animal now. So adding that background in has started to really bring the image to life. And while that paint is still drying, I'm just going to put in a little bit of colour on the hooves, which I more or less neglected up until now. So this is a mixture of titanium white along with a little bit of the red that I was using, some of the blue, and some of the yellow that I used for the background. So very small quantities of each of the three primaries, but yeah, so it's mostly titanium white, but just needed a little bit of definition at the end of the legs here.